What's up, guys? It's Ramon from NyneBlockGaming&Collectibles coming at you with another opening and review. Today we have Giyu Tomioka from the Demon Slayer line of SH Figure Arts. As you can see, outside of the package resembles the other two I reviewed. It is a clear clamshell, typical to this Figure Arts package. We have Giyu on top with the Demon Slayer logo. We have a pose Giyu here. On the back, we have multiple poses, him reaching for his sword, drawn sword, slash sword, holding down sword, and the multiple different faces. Side, we just have him standing there. Same pose we have on the back, I think. No, it's a different pose. So, no, it is him reaching for his sword, upside down. I couldn't tell, but that is what you get there. And I'll open this guy up and be right back. So here is Giyu outside of his box. We had some protective fabric there and plastic underneath the this arm, because this is solid color. This is painted, so we can get some scratches in this paint. You can see how flexible the shirt is. He looks good. Ponytail has some flexibility to it. Overall, a great looking figure. Just, again, wish we would have got soft goods, because when you have this many breaks in the design, it kind of looks tacky when you start getting to posing, because we know shirts don't have all these breaks in it. This is kind of using the Trunks, Future Trunks style that we got with him. And the articulation is 100% identical to Tanjiro, so don't expect anything new or exciting out of this figure, even though it's the third and most recent from this line. So let's go over articulation. Head tucks down that far. That's a ball joint here, ball joint at the neck. The hair somewhat hinders articulation, but you can get it to move correctly. The hair rotates 360. Up, you only get some slight looking up, but he does get great side-to-side movement. Arms, just like Tanjiro, will go incredibly high. You have a butterfly joint here. We get freely rotating 360 degrees out of that. You get another joint here that rotates 360. You get another joint here that freely rotates 360. You get one here that rotates almost 360. It's blocked because of the cloth piece here, just like Tanjiro. And then this joint moves that way. There is a break in the joint, which you can see there. So it's just like their wrist pegs. Wrist moves 360. There's an inner wrist that moves 360. I mean, look at the points of articulation that we get out of just one arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points of articulation in an arm. That's insane. So you get great movement out of these wrist pegs and a full 360. Again, the midsection is on a drop-down peg system, so you can pick it up. You can actually see the peg in there. It is a ball peg, similar to that for your SH Figure Art Dragon Ball lines, except it lifts up enough to create gappage in the torso, so you can move it around, but you just got to drop it back down. So that's as far as it's going to go without breaking the torso, but we can get some excellent movement. When you do, it looks like that. And again, in the back. So it depends on how you're posing. You get that breakage in the actual sculpt. So he looks forward while standing up very easily, but again, you get that. Leg kicks out to the side almost to 90 degrees, out to the front 90 degrees, and it's going to be blocked backwards. It's not. It kicks out to the side and is about 90 degrees. You get full 360 movement out of that, and again, another joint that creates a gap. And just standing in a neutral pose, it does that. That's what gets this articulation. So it is a single joint in the knee, and it goes to just about 90 degrees. It's one of the frustrating things with these figures, especially since this guy in particular is a little more expensive than Tanjiro. Uncertain as to why. Maybe just the paint apps for this. And then the ankles get just a ton of range. So if you're not in the figure lines for looks, you're in them for articulation. This Demon Slayer line might be the best figure arts that I've ever purchased. I missed another one. We get to articulation. Because the articulation is insane. It just makes some unsightly gaps in the sculpt. Faces. You get this like angry face. Yelling face. And the surprised face. We get his sword sheath that plugs in just like Tanjiro's, right to his belt. There. And you can see it's pretty well covered. And then if you want the sword in, you get this little piece here. And they can be a pain to plug. This one is not working with me. It's like neither way it can plug in. And I see why. There was a hunk of plastic, so I had to force it right in the tip. I wish they would have gave us, and even though I got it in, it's not fully in. I wish they would have gave us swords that actually sheathed and unsheathed, because in the show they always flick the hilt and have it opened a little bit before they do their attack, and just having that ability to pose that would have been awesome. Now here is his actual sword. Great looking, great detail, shiny blue blade, or edge of blade. Hands, you don't get many to choose from here. We get these two flailed palms. We get the finger spread open, and then we get the sword holding hands, if I can get them out. So my rating on this, guys, it's going to be an 8 out of 10. It would be a 9 out of 10 if it wasn't for the gaps again in the articulation. It is a great figure. I feel as though the price point, there should have been more accessories than there was with Tanjiro, because it's essentially the same thing with a different head sculpt, articulating hair and a little more paint for double the price for this guy. So it is a little odd they increased the price so much just to give us some paint and ponytail. But that's it for the video, guys. Stay tuned after the video to watch some posed images of Giyu Tomioka, and I hope to see you back in the other ones. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. If you like my content, subscribe. And if you find yourself always watching, hit that notification bell to be notified as I release. It for the video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Later.
Welcome to NyneBlock, where the gamers flock. Action figures and collectibles, we're the top stock. Marvel, DC, but DBZ is the main squeeze. Magic the Gathering, bringing you the ease. Card packs opening, reviews so tight. D9 Dice Gaming, under the bright light. NyneBlock, the channel you gotta see. Gaming and collectibles, we're the key. So hit that subscribe, join the crew. NyneBlock Gaming, we're coming through. Action figures, card games, we do it all on NyneBlock channel. We stand tall.